Hey guys, it's Justin from Justin's HIV Journal, and I wanted to speak a little bit about the truth. Um, well, there's a lot going on right now. I actually just read, and it was last month, actually in January, that there was an Air Force airman who I think he got around 8 years for supposedly exposing, um, I guess, people to the HIV virus. And when he was asked, they asked him. Supposedly, he had been holding swingers parties, and he was an Air Force tech sergeant, I believe. And supposedly, they had asked him if there's anything that they needed to worry about, like if there's anything that you have, like HIV or anything else like that. And he said no. He said no. But he found out he already knew that he had HIV. He knew that he had HIV. So this was wrong. I mean, he blatantly lied to people and still had sex with them. Unprotected sex, by the way, anyway. Or protected sex, actually, I'm not sure about that. But, he was asked and he didn't tell them the truth. Didn't tell them the truth. So now, like, they have to wait the waiting game, which we all know about finding out if they're HIV positive as well. I just think that's wrong. Another thing, this Truvada pill. So everybody's talking about, oh, Truvada, this new drug that's supposed to actually almost act as a, you know, how do I put this? With the next day pill or whatever. Um, almost like a once a day for men. But but it's supposed to protect people from getting infected with HIV. It's called Truvada. It's actually a pill that I take. It's one of my medications that I take for HIV, and it's really cool that they found out that Truvada, taking this one pill can actually lower the risk, not completely erase the risk, lower the risk of being infected with the HIV virus. I want to make sure that that's known. It will lower. It won't completely take away the risk of being infected. It will substantially lower. But still, I am afraid. I really don't know. I hope that people don't use this as an excuse to have unprotected sex, because there are other things out there as well. I mean, Hep C is out there. There's other things like syphilis. There's other things like, that you don't want to get, that is not a walk in the park either. um, but, looking back, I think that this is a great step. It's a big step in science. I'm so glad that it happened. I wanted to talk about love. Now, when I found out that I was HIV positive, I didn't, marriage was not on my mind. I didn't want to get married. I didn't want to, be tied down, I guess you could say. And then when I started getting rejected, it really, really hurt. Like, because I was very open about my status, and to anybody I was dating, it was like, okay, well, this person doesn't want me. Man, I really wanted him. I really wanted to be with him. But he doesn't want me, and he says that HIV is, something that he's not willing to deal with. But it is a part of my life. It isn't me. I mean, HIV is pretty ugly, and I hope to God I'm not ugly. But but the thing is, really, if you think about it, I mean, in my area, it's so funny, because I have a friend of mine who came up to me and said, Justin, nobody wants me because I have HIV. What do I do? I'm so pissed off. I'm so upset. And I said, well, there's nothing you can do. You have to be honest. I mean, if you're gonna have a lifelong relationship with someone like that, you're gonna have to kind of be honest about it. And that's it. You have to be honest about it. Um, but like the thing is, I really feel bad for him. He's in his early 20s, and he's really, really attractive. Um, but yet, he just is having so much trouble getting a boyfriend or a date. And I told him, I said, you're really young. You have so many more years ahead of you to get a boyfriend, to be married, to have a couple kids, and live the American dream or whatever you want. You have plenty of opportunity. And he said he doesn't seem like it doesn't seem like it's gonna happen for him. He's really upset about it. And I said, well, honestly, let me just tell you something. In the DC area, it is crazy how many people are infected with HIV. Um, so you being honest with your partners is actually a great thing. It actually says a lot about you, a lot about your character, that you're willing to put yourself out there and you're willing to take the risk of being rejected. And you are being open and as honest as you possibly can with your partner. And I think that a lot of people would not agree with me. A lot of people are probably going to email me like, how could you, Justin? I can't believe that, you, that you're advocating for everybody to be open. I'm like, well, no, I'm just saying that if you're going to find a partner, it's probably a good thing that you're open and honest, very up front. Um, but in the DC area, like I was saying before, there are so many people that are infected with HIV. Um, if you, I know that I've been rejected before when I was younger, but I told this young man, I said, well, just think about this, and you don't have to say this to them. Just think about it. Just think about it in your head. Say, well, if they're rejecting me, that's okay, but as long as I have been truthful and I have been open and honest with them, that's all I can do. That's all you can do is be open and honest. That's it. That's it. There's nothing else you can do. And hey, if they go out and go to the club and, pick up a date and they go back to their apartment or go back to their house and have sex, and that person's HIV, they probably didn't even ask that. They probably did not even ask that person if they have HIV. And that person could have been positive. How would they know? Have they asked every partner they've had? I don't know. Who knows? But all I know is this: that the probability of somebody dating or somebody sleeping with somebody who is HIV positive and not know it is great in this area. It's. I mean, if you don't ask, how do you not know? A lot of people won't tell you. What's the harm of asking? Well, all I'm saying is live in your truth. Have a good one.